I'm live. Okay. It's my first time going live from my computer like this. So if anybody is on here, I don't see anybody on yet. I guess we'll just wait for a second. Okay, there's some people on here. Let me know if you can hear me, because this is the first time I've done this setup from my computer. I wanted to talk about, kind of put a package about everything that's going on with Michael, with the PAL, with the whole Dubai thing. So much exciting stuff, guys, right now. Great. Okay, I'm glad it's loud and clear. Right now is such a cool time for people of YouTube. You can see so many of the best arm wrestlers getting into content creation. You got Gennady, you got Levon, you got Hermes, all going over right now. There's something big going on in Turkey, guys. Stay tuned. There are some huge matches that are going to be rolling out in the next, hopefully next little while. I guess it's soon to be announced, but stay tuned. There's going to be some awesome arm wrestling. But while there's a lot of good news, I personally am so pissed. I'm so pissed about the whole situation that ended up going on with PAL and with Mike. PAL, well, so for those of you guys who don't know, Michael Todd, I hate to say it, because I kind of, I like Mike, but at the same time, I kind of hate him. I think mostly the reason why I don't like Mike is when he arm wrestled Jerry last time, and there was that whole thing with the strap. He could have just been a really, really cool guy and just beat Jerry one last time. He could have just beat him, and then none of this would be an issue, and then everybody would know that Michael was better than Jerry, and there was no and that wasn't an issue. But instead, he decided to run away with his hammer, which is fine, I guess. I mean, he was allowed to do it. But so I don't like to say it, but Michael is the guy. He's been the guy from over here. And when you try and figure out who is the number one guy in the world, Michael Todd absolutely has to be in the conversation. Has to be. And he went to Dubai for a whole bunch of reasons. One of them was to secure the match. I'm just starting to look at the comments now, guys. So one of the reasons Michael went to Dubai was to secure a match with Levon, because Michael's been chasing the number one spot in the world forever. And him and Levon were on Larry's channel. I don't know about you guys. I watched almost all of it, and it was like I was so close, and I got the most severe case of blue balls I've ever had in my entire life. And it's still kind of painful right now as I'm just sitting here talking to you guys. PAL did not allow Levon, will not allow Levon to arm wrestle. And they came up with all sorts of really silly excuses to me. Like Michael's got to prove himself. Michael's not worthy. Michael operates in the WAL Clown League. That was a good one. Yeah, basically saying that he's got to jump through all these ropes. Meanwhile, you got guys in the top 8 like Tim Bresnan. They're giving Levon a shot with Dave Chafee. Both of these people, is no competition for Mike. And then they go ahead and they throw guys like Vitaly at him. So to me, none of it makes sense. The only thing that makes sense to me is that, and I don't think Levon thinks this, because I think Levon is legit a super cool dude. And if I was going to bet money, I probably would have bet on Levon to win. But because PAL is not willing to put up their guy, I have to believe that the PAL doesn't believe in their champion. I have to think that PAL thinks that Levon cannot beat Michael. Is there any other assumption that you can make from all this? To throw other people at Michael, but not let Levon pull Michael. I can't get past it. So where does that leave us? That leaves us with my disappointment. Why am I disappointed? Because I love the PAL. I love Igor. I love Kirill. And I actually wanted to see them succeed. I wanted to see them do good. I wanted to see them kick ass. And they are in a mentality where they're being losers. They are. They're losing because here's the bottom line. There's not a lot going on. Well, there is a lot going on, but it's hard to organize stuff. And when something pops up, you have to take that opportunity. My little doggy wants in. Come on. You got to take the opportunity. Turn and burn. Thanks, buddy. The bottom line is something is happening in Dubai. Okay, between Larry Wheels' massive powerhouse production and connections that have been made there, all this stuff about the Dubai dream and, you know, getting people involved to do different promotions in Dubai. Well, something has hit. Something has hit. Something has bit. And I just feel bad that I'll get to Engen in a second. I just feel bad that the PAL is missing out because they're scared. So listen, all I got to say is to all you fine promoters in Dubai, all you great people who are looking at our fabulous sport of armed combat, all you great people, okay? So happy that you see us. So happy that you see how awesome arm wrestling is. And let me just say that PAL, bunch of scaredy cats. Okay? But I'm not. You put me in the spot, okay? Yeah, I know Levon. I wouldn't want to arm wrestle Levon right now. I would do it, but Levon's a scary dude. But here's the crazy thing. North Carolina, one day I'm gonna be an arm wrestling nomad, guys. Until I die, I'm cruising the world arm wrestling. I got a little derailed there by your super chat. Here's the thing. I'm not scared of Michael. And while Levon is going to obliterate just about every single person on the planet, the crazy thing is this little guy right here, I've probably got a better shot to beat Michael than Levon does. So even though Levon is a giant, PAL is a bunch of scaredy cats, and Gennady, love that guy. Even though PAL is a bunch of scaredy cats, Dubai, look at me. Call me up, Dubai. I am ready. I will fill that spot. And PAL, you missed out. You're missing out on the party. That's the problem with you guys, is you don't know how to take an opportunity when one's thrown at you. Opportunity, I like those lemony ones. When there's an opportunity, you take it, PAL. Don't be silly next time. I'm the guy. I will crack Michael Todd. I don't care what people think about what I can and can't do. I'm going to bend his wrist back and I'll press him. Anyways, enough of my rant. I'm a little bit excited this morning. I'm getting back on the table a little bit, starting to feel a bit better. Okay, on with, let me address some of your questions before I get out of here and start training. Alberta. Yes, actually, I was going to go to Alberta and train, but with my DVT stuff, I'd really rather not travel a ton until that's totally taken care of. I went to the hospital yesterday and I still have some clotting, but I feel totally fine. So I don't know exactly where that sits. I'm going to try and have Matt Mask come and visit. I gave Matt a call yesterday. We talked for a while, and my buddy Matt Mask might come out here and train in Ontario for like a week with me, which would be fantastic. The beef with Engen. Guys, let me tell you a story about Engen Terzi, just so I can set the record straight. It was, let me see, it was 2004, and I was arm wrestling. I just finished arm wrestling John Brzenk for the first time in Chehalis. It's on Arm TV. You guys go over there. Actually, yeah, I think it's on Arm TV. And had a really good match with him at that time. He kind of let me in the match. John was the best in the world at that time. And during that time in my career, I thought arm wrestling was about rising and cupping, up and down. And that's a great place to start for so many people. That's a great place where you can arm wrestle from. But obviously there's much more to arm wrestling than that. And when I was done with that match, I'll get to Jerry. When I was done with that match, Engen Terzi starts messaging me. He's like, Devon, you have to understand pronation. So I was like, yep, Engen, you're right. And guys, for anybody who doesn't follow Engen, follow this guy. He's one of the smartest dudes in arm wrestling, without question, if not the smartest. Okay. So pronation is the base. It's the base. It's the anchor of the King's move. As soon as you start pronating, all roads eventually lead to a King's move. That's top rolling. Engen Terzi taught me how to King's move. Okay, let me just say that about Engen. So it's crazy for me to see how he takes this crazy, super hardcore stance. How many moves Michael have left at the top? He's gonna lose. He's gonna lose pretty soon here. Dubai. I'm the guy to dethrone that guy. People talked about Jerry. Yeah, listen, Jerry's awesome arm wrestler. He's fantastic. I put him probably, I think in North America, Michael, Dave, and Jerry. That's what I think. I think Jerry's number 4, probably number 4 in North America. That's what I think. He's got a great style to pull against Michael. I think it's a nail biter every single time they arm wrestle. I think with the current pad layout, 7x7, I think that dog is crazy. I think with the current pad layout, Michael has the advantage just because he's got that extra 2 inches to drag off the back, and Jerry can't come forward. So I think if that match happens on a 7x7, I think it's way closer. But yeah. Anyways, I just kind of, yes, I want to come to Czech Republic because my future looks very much like, and it's really thanks so much to all you guys who are watching this. YouTube has given me a new level of freedom. It's going to let me do a lot of things just to have fun with arm wrestling, which is great. Ryan Bowen. Oh, okay. I'll talk about Ryan Bowen and RBJ. Anyways, all I want to do is tour around, have matches at the highest level that I can, and just live a healthy lifestyle through arm wrestling. And Yeah, and that's attainable. So I'll do a lot of traveling forever. RVJ versus Bowen. How awesome is that match? Okay, so here's my quick analysis. RVJ is a mutant. Okay, RVJ is one of those guys who entered the sport at a champion level. Basically, he's a Khaled. He's not Shaq, but he's you know, RVJ is a super gifted guy. He doesn't have to be as good of an arm wrestler. Blue is a fabulous arm wrestler. Watch Blue arm wrestle. I mean, you love him or hate him, the guy arm wrestles exactly how you should arm wrestle, really. I mean, all the time. So it's just cool to watch because the one guy's like, he's the embodiment of persistence and hard work, and not to say that Rob is lazy, because he's not at all. He just hasn't had to. He hasn't had to. It's a good match. I really can't wait. The testing side of it is interesting to me. If I'm to throw odds on it, I have to favor RVJ. I have to. Blue is a guy who's been rising to the occasion over and over. And you think he's gonna lose, he wins. You think he's gonna lose, he wins. You think he's gonna lose. I pick RVJ. I do. Anyways, yeah, I gotta clean up a little bit here at some point. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys are all doing good. Lots of stuff coming up. PAL, you guys make me so sad. Makes me cry that you guys weren't willing in this time, in this period of question, in this period of uncertainty, when you're handed this golden opportunity to hide from it, to run from it, to not expose the greatness of your champion. So disappointing. Dubai, thank you for still considering this promotion. And if you need the guy who can beat Michael to step up, just call me up. I'm so ready. Anyways, I'm going to go work out now. I got this bum in like 10 days, Yannick. You're not ready for me. You're not in my league. I'm going to destroy you. Anybody who's in Barrie on the 13th, message Yannick and see if you can come to the party. I'm going to make short work of him. Have a great day, everybody.